There has been tremendous support, both from a Canadian government, from a critical mineral perspective, also from the US government, to encourage the production of antimony to fill this shortage in needs.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Canagold Resources CEO, Katalin Kilofliski. Katalin, very good to speak with you. You just released the new Polaris feasibility study. What do you see as the standout results that investors should know about?
Great to see you and great to provide an update to investors. Yes, we are absolutely indeed very happy with the results. They really stand out in terms of economics for the project. At today's market price, the project generates about 1.1 billion in free cash flow. Those are outstanding results. Even when using a more conservative gold price of $2,500, which is roughly almost $1,000 less than today's prices, the economics of the project are outstanding as well. The after-tax IRR is about 30%, and the NPV of the project, those gold prices, is $425 million. So that's all great. And this does not include any credits we would get eventually from antimony. So very exciting results.
As you said, New Polaris shows strong economics even without factoring in the antimony. How big is the opportunity to unlock additional value from this critical metal?
So I think we are confident that the antimony is significant. And the reason why it's significant is very simple. Currently the mining costs for antimony in the resource are included and covered by the gold mining costs. Effectively, anything we would get from antimony, it's on top of the current economics, more or less. And why is it important? Because antimony has seen a very recent surge in prices with the shortage globally. We have it present in the current mining plan, which is about 5,000 tons of antimony metal. And if you put the math on that, it's over $200 to $300 million of value that we are looking to unlock. So very exciting, and again, very significant potential to even further improve the economics of the project.
You mentioned a shortage of antimony. Tell us about the supply-demand factors that are affecting the price.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, effectively, up until recently, and even to this date, 90% of antimony used globally is produced in China. And we all know the issues we're having with China globally, especially in the US. And US, it's one of the main users for antimony, mostly for weapons and defense. The project location is very unique. We are about 50 kilometers from Juneau, Alaska. So Juneau will act as the main hub for the project. So the potential for us to do additional processing for antimony materials is something we are currently studying. And there has been tremendous support, both from a Canadian government, from a critical mineral perspective, also from the US government, to encourage the production of antimony to fill this shortage in needs.
Katalin, you've emphasized your partnership with the Taku River Tlingit First Nation. How important is that relationship to advancing the project through permitting?
It's critical, and we are very fortunate to have established a very long-standing and great relationship with the nation. The company has maintained a relationship with TRT for over 10 years. It's really in the last 3 years that we formalize our way forward. And I think what we've done, we're trying to create an example and set an example of how reconciliation can be done and how you can create a win-win partnership where everybody benefits. And that really translated in a formal working relationship. We've established a technical working group almost 3 years ago. And since then, we probably had something like 80 meetings. So every 2 weeks we meet. And effectively, anything and everything to do with the project gets discussed and gets the input from the First Nation. So we are very excited. We are very fortunate to be in the territory, and we are very fortunate to work collaboratively to try to unlock fully the value of the project.
With a solid feasibility in hand, what are the key milestones Canagold's now focused on to get New Polaris into construction?
I think, the one risk is solved, right? Economics are solid, so that's great. What's the other one? Permitting, right? So company has been through formal permitting process about 2.5 years. And we are very well advanced in the permitting. We are targeting the filing for environmental assessment later this year. And that's something we're working again in partnership with the First Nation and the BC government. And we are very much looking forward to completing the permitting, hopefully by the end of 2026. Additionally, as we work to the permitting, there are three key value drivers that we want to bring to the project. One, I mentioned that they're fully unlocking the antimony potential. Two would be really looking at clean energy. Again, in partnership with the First Nation, we're looking at the possibility to add green power to the project, which is a significant and real opportunity for the project. And three, additional possible exploration. I mean, there is a lot of gold around the project. That's not everything included in the current mine plan. If investors go back to about a year ago, we've announced some excellent drilling results from a different zone very close to the existing project that has significant ounces in there. So we'll be looking at both possibility of adding more ounces of gold and also possibility of expanding the already significant antimony resource.
You mentioned renewable energy and resource expansion as potential upside. Can you give us a quick look at what's next on those fronts?
Yes, so for the renewable energy, effectively, we've been working on it for the last 2 years. We believe there is potential to use about 50% of the annual power is from green power on an annualized basis. And this would be similar to run-of-river type facilities, so no dams, no nothing. So it's something that we are now moving into detailed engineering and additional technical studies. And it's also something we bring in during the existing or within the existing environmental assessment of the project. So very exciting to complete those, and they do have the significant advantage because not only you have a much greener project, but also improve further the economics, which is currently factoring diesel usage.
Katalin, I hope you'll continue to keep us updated on progress with the project. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Pleasure, and thank you for having me.
Very welcome. Katalin Kilofliski, CEO of CanaGold Resources.